Germany put 7 shots on target. Ivory Coast managed just 2, and Germany were still sweating in the final minutes. How is that even possible? Welcome back to World Goals. Today we're unpacking how Germany nearly wasted total domination, the stat that should worry every German fan, and what Ivory Coast proved about themselves despite losing. Here's the thing about Germany at this World Cup. They look organized, they look composed, they look like a team that knows what it's doing. And then the ball hits the back of their net, and suddenly, the whole structure starts to wobble. For large stretches of this match, Germany were the better side. 7 shots on target tells you they were creating. They were pressing in the right areas, recycling possession with purpose, and in theory, doing everything right. On paper, this should have been comfortable. But football isn't played on paper, and Ivory Coast had something Germany couldn't stat their way out of: belief. This is what makes Ivory Coast dangerous and what most people completely underestimate heading into this tournament. They don't need to dominate, they don't need to control, they just need one moment. One moment of quality in the right place at the right time. And that moment came at the 30-minute mark. Stay with me, because what happened next is the real story of this match. Frank Kessié, 30 minutes. And just like that, the entire narrative of this match flipped. Here's what you need to understand about that goal. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a mistake that fell kindly. It was the product of Ivory Coast doing exactly what they came to do: staying disciplined, staying compact, and then punishing Germany the moment they switched off. And that's the part that should alarm Germany fans more than anything else. Because this wasn't against Brazil, it wasn't against France, this was Ivory Coast in the group stage. And Germany still gave up a goal from just 2 shots on target. 2. That conversion rate is genuinely frightening when you think about what the knockout rounds look like. Germany did recover. They did win. 2-1 is 3 points in progress in the group. But there's a version of this game where Ivory Coast hold that lead, where Germany's 7 shots on target count for nothing, where the whole campaign shifts on its axis. The margin was thinner than the scoreline suggests, and that should be the headline. But here's the deeper problem, and this is the one nobody is talking about. 7 shots on target and a 1-goal winning margin. That ratio is a red flag, not a crisis, but a flag. It means Germany are creating, yes, but it also means they're not clinical enough to make games safe. They're leaving the door open. And at a World Cup, teams walk through open doors. Ivory Coast, for their part, should hold their heads up. They came to BMO Field with a plan. They executed it for large portions of the match. Kessié showed exactly the kind of big game quality that makes this squad respected worldwide. They just couldn't find that second moment. But Germany now carry a question mark into the rest of the group stage. Can they be more ruthless? Can they kill games when they're on top? Because right now the answer is not consistently. Match day 2, the pressure is already building. If Germany leave another door open against a stronger opponent, this tournament could turn very ugly, very fast. The scoreboard says Germany won. The full picture says Germany were warned. So here's the debate. Is Germany's lack of clinical finishing a genuine threat to their World Cup? Or are 3 points 3 points and we're overthinking it? Drop your take in the comments, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to World Goals for more.